Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today, we're going to be talking about Skybound X, Clementine's story, basically her own comic book. And for the sake of this video, I don't really want to show anything from the comic book. I strongly suggest that you guys purchase it so you can form your own opinion. So this is just going to be all gameplay from the final season, but I have read the comic and it is... how do I explain it? Well, let's first start out like what the story is about. Basically with Skybound X, it's basically an introduction towards the Clementine trilogy that they talked about near the end of the comic, and it's going to be Clementine with her own journey leaving AJ basically. It's pretty weird, Clementine leaving AJ, because the whole point was to make sure that her and both AJ survive, and it seems like they are at a walker-free settlement. They even mention it in the comic books that they mentioned that they're really safe from the school, but Clementine isn't happy exactly, but AJ is obviously mad at her in the comics because, well, obviously she's just not happy and she wants to leave. It looks like there's been a major time skip, by the way it looks, because AJ looks a lot older. It looks like he could be possibly 11, so it could be possible that maybe like 5 or 6 years have passed. I could be wrong about that. I'm just speculating, so that's just my opinion about the timeline. I want to know your opinion about the timeline if you guys know how long it's been. But honestly, if it's been a while, Clementine hasn't been really that happy, and she wants to leave everything, and that kind of is sad to see, because obviously the whole point of the final season was to talk about how Clementine needed to find like a true home, and obviously it seems like she did find a true home for a while, but I'm guessing there's more to her than just wanting to like stay alive at the home. What I mean is like she wants to do more. She wants to help communities by the way it looks. I'm assuming, at least. They didn't really explain too well why she's unhappy. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with Lewis and Violet, like them being determinate, and like maybe their romance didn't go off too well. It's kind of hard to tell, but obviously you would imagine that maybe Clementine with AJ would be like a big major part in like Clementine herself, because obviously Clementine made sure AJ was alive throughout the whole way of the since season 2, and obviously for AJ to tell Clementine not to leave, Clementine like has to leave. It reminds me of one of those situations from The Walking Dead, I forgot which character it was, where they left the daughter. I think it was, I don't even know, I just can't think of it right away. But my point is that obviously AJ is mad at Clementine for leaving, and it's kind of like upsetting as well, because of course us the players, the whole point of the final season was to make sure that Clementine found a home for AJ, which is true. AJ is going to stay at the boarding school still, because obviously Clementine worked too hard to not let that pass. Like, she's going to make sure AJ stays there for the rest of his life probably. But why does Clementine need to leave? Like, she's found everything from the boarding school, and it seems like they want to make that into like nothing in a way. Like, why does she want to leave that behind? The whole point of the final season was to introduce us to these characters and make us feel like that this is our home for now, or not for now, but like this is our home, like this is really home. We don't have to travel anywhere, everything's good, we can build up. Why doesn't Clementine want to be in charge? What happened to her? Is it because she feels weak because she lost her foot? Part of me wants to think it has to be with something like where she feels useless at times, and she really wants to feel like she's doing more in terms of herself as a character. That's the only reason I could really think of at the moment of why Clementine wants to leave, of course. But of course, there isn't really a proper explanation about this. Clementine's like, I'm just not happy, AJ. Like, I just gotta get out of here. That's basically what's going on with the comic. That's kind of like where people have a little bit of controversy about. And of course, I'm not gonna pretend it's gonna be the best. It basically ruins the walk into the final season's like meaningful ending of Clementine feeling like she can not feel like pressured on to like, what's the word, just surviving. That's the whole point. So my final opinions: did the comic suck? I don't know, because of course this is just a pre-story, if that makes sense. This is just them like an introduction towards what they're gonna do with Clementine. I'm excited to read the trilogy, but of course I'm not sure if it's gonna be good. I'm gonna be open-minded about it though. I think it could be a fun story with Clementine in a 3-part series, but of course, I know that this does kind of ruin, it actually does ruin Walking the Final Season's meaningful ending, where Clementine was able to find a home for AJ, which AJ is still gonna live at the boarding school, I know, but like, the whole point was supposed to be with Clementine and AJ, and they were supposed to enjoy the boarding school. I guess that won't happen, but that's currently my opinion about the Walking the Final, not the Walking the Final Season, Skybound X's Clementine comic book. It's a really short comic book. It's only $5, I think, so I definitely suggest that you guys purchase it and read it for yourself if you want. If not, then just wait till the trilogy comes out, because that's really all you need to know. It's not really a big story or anything. It's a pre-story, which is kind of like why I kind of like it, but I can understand like why they want to do it. So I can't wait for the next comic book to come out, the graphic novel. I think that's gonna be definitely really good. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put a lot of high quality into it. At least I hope so. But yeah, I want to know you guys' opinion down below in the comment section down below. Wait, I did not make sense just now. Whatever. I really want to know you guys' opinion about the comics, and I really would love to hear them. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, share, subscribe. It would help out the channel a bunch. Thank you guys so much for the support. And yeah, I shall see you guys later in the next video. So goodbye.